Hello, everybody. It's Scruty. It's time to self-VOD review a Goats match. I subbed in for my friend's team. It's a scrim at 4K plus. Like I don't know exactly. The enemy team was like 4.1 or something, and it's Busan. It's King of the Hill, and we play Zen Goats. I just want to talk about how Zen fits into this composition and how can you maximize using this hero because he's really good. Let's get going. Oh, sadly, the audio is messed up. Like you can barely hear the game and my team, but you will hear my callouts. Well, that's unlucky. McCree Discord? Zen Discorded? D.Va Discord? D.Va low, D.Va low. Lucio Discord? Zen Discord? Zen Discord. Nice. Alrighty. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna let fights play out and then we're gonna get back and look at them. Okay, so obviously not seeing them here means they're gonna go from the bottom. Yep, there they are. So create this, and this is the queue for me. I'm gonna stay here because this is a good spot. Like I see everything. I have angles everywhere. I can shoot, and I can heal through discords and harmonies and everything. And I have this very good piece of cover here, as well as from the top. So this is a good place to be. What you want to do in Zen Goats, you want to put distance between you and the enemy team. Like look at all this distance they would have to cover to get to me. And the thing with like playing against Goats, it reminds me of season 3 when there was just soldier as a DPS and 3 tanks, and there was pretty much nobody that could kill you other than the soldier. Because he had range. No other hero had range back then. So if you just kept your distance, it was very difficult to die actually. And it's the same in Goats. When they have Zen Goats, this is the only kind of threat to you. The enemy Zen, he's the only character with range, and he's the only one that could kill you. But if you play smart, if you play in your cover, like even if he hits you once or twice, you can still very quickly retreat to cover and just allow your Lucio to heal you or just your passive to start regenerating your shields. Because look, if I got hit now, it's just I am legit 5 centimeters away from taking cover. So for them, the only other hero that could kill me would be D.Va, but she would have to fly all the way through my team and burn her matrix in the process and her boosters and probably her rockets. And that's just not a good move. That's feeding. And there's also, it wouldn't be a given that she would kill me because I would probably get the armor pack from Brig, I would get the bubble from Zarya, and I'd probably get matrixed by my D.Va. So again, Zen is just so safe in a Goats v Goats composition as long as you play smart, as long as you play in your cover. Discord? Zen discarded? D.Va Discord, D.Va low, D.Va low. Yeah, this is, I missed the heal on Reinhardt, but you know, in Goats, it can get so hectic and everybody's so clamped, it might be even difficult sometimes to spot a character that needs healing. And even putting orbs on characters, on heroes can be difficult because everybody's in the same area and you just kind of missing with the harmony, you're putting it on the wrong target. So it's also important to keep that in mind, keep looking at this bottom right thingy to keep track who's actually harmonied, because sometimes you may think you harmony drain and instead it's D.Va. So you know, keep an eye on this to keep track who did you actually harmony. Lucio Discord? Zen Discord? Zen Discord. And yeah, and now that the fight is secured, nice. I can push in. It's safe. 60% will charge. Not too good after the first fight, but good enough, serviceable. I should have the ultimate. when the next fight begins. Because that's the
I'm
thing
60 on
with
trance.
Zen in Goats. You just charge your ultimate so quickly, and this is the strength of him. You can get an ultimate per fight pretty much if you stay safe and you just keep on pumping damage. Also, I want to quickly just go back here, and the reason I didn't take high ground here, like this high ground above me, is when I'm there, like Zarya may not see me, Brigitte may not see me. So if the D.Va decides to boost into me and boosts into, like, you know, she just attacks me in a beeline, I might be out of range, out of sight for my team. And, you know, I would have to drop, and only then they'd be able to see me, but that might be too late. So it's just way safer to play on the ground. In this case, at least. Oh, wait. And also, I have to say, I'm not really too, what's it called? I'm not an expert when it comes to Busan. I played this map, I don't know, like 15 times total, because I took a 4-month break from Overwatch, and I just didn't play it a lot. So I don't know. I still don't know all the like the perfect angles and stuff. I still kind of figure it out. I think this one's pretty okay. Like you have this cover, and you can shoot in this line when the car is. Yeah, like there. And from here, yeah, like this area there by the car. And it seems to get you some shots and headshots even, so I guess it's a good one. Alright, our rain got burned. Like sometimes nothing you can do. Like even with if he had, because he wasn't harmonied, I think. Even if he was, that wouldn't really help much because he just got burned in a matter of like 2 seconds. Break Discord, break. But still, I should have actually have a harmony on Rain. Like he's the first hero that's gonna take damage, so that's a mistake on my part. Because this is guaranteed value. Anytime you harmony a Rain in a Goat's composition, this is like guaranteed value. He's gonna get damage first, probably. Discard. And yes, and also seeing that we lost our Reinhardt, they pushing in. I'm not gonna stay on this high ground, even though it gives me good angles on the enemy team and like a good position to shoot with cover. This is not a good position anymore because they pushing in, and my team is rotating on point. So if I decide to stay here, they gonna shout Zen out of position, push him, because I am out of position, because my team is below me and no one can help me. It's the same like before. You always want to be in a place where your team sees you and can help you. And here, if I stay here and my team rotates on point, they can't see me anymore. And if they speed boost into me, I won't be quick enough to escape. So that's it. You just have to realize you always have to rotate with your team. That's why I realized, because I did a lot of coaching in last year and Zens of different SRs from masters to gold and stuff, or like from gold to masters, and everybody does the same mistake when it comes to positioning, and that's just failing to recognize rotations. You have to be very fast with rotating. You cannot wait when you rotate. If you just lag behind like a second or 2 seconds, it might be too late. Zen is very slow by default and very exploitable. So you have to recognize those very early and just rotate with your team. And look, like I'm safe now. They come onto the point. Nobody's coming through here. I'm keeping an eye on this left side to see if somebody is making a flank. But, you know, I doubt it. In Goats, you don't really want to flank. You just want to play as this unit, right? This move in the unit. And again, being above, I knew I'm close to trance, so that's our win condition here. If I can get the trance ready and I can stay alive, we can then stabilize and withstand the loss of rain, and even maybe even win a fight. So that was my goal: just stay alive, charge my Transcendence, and then move in. I can trance this. Unlucky pin.
Rain discard, rain discard.
Like we got some picks, but it's kind of even. It's I think it's 4v4 right now. We use Graph.
Break discard.
Okay, and then they using.
Rain behind us, rain behind.
Alright. Okay, so let's get back. Let's look at this fight. So, also before I translate,
break
look
discard,
at
break
the
discard.
rotation again. It's very quickly, very decisive. Like, as soon as I saw Zarya getting back and Brig getting back, I just moved as well.
I can try.
And again, I'm the last player on the team. Like, that should be the default position for ZenGoats. You should be the last player on your team.
And I can trans this.
This is very important. Like, because we're down. Like, look, Lucio's critical. Brigitte's taking damage. Zarya, okay, she's just max now, but like, we still down. This is a 6v5 with 2 people being damaged. So I want to let my team know I can trans this. I'm not transing it yet, because maybe, and I'm not like the main shot caller, or Argulis in this case. So I'm letting him know I can trans this, and if I get a green light, we trans this and we go in. If he says no, we just move back. Yes, he says use it, so I'm using it. And we go in, we get the D-Mech. This is very unlucky pin on the brick.
Rain discard, rain discard.
And again, we follow up. I'm kinda sloppy with the Harmony usage because it's been on Zarya all this time. D.Va could have used an orb while Zarya is being maxed all the time. But it happens, you know, in Goats, again, it gets so hectic sometimes. You can just kinda... Okay, I moved it on D.Va.
Break discard.
But then look what happens to Zarya. And Zarya's high charge. Our range just got back. So I just have to decide now. Who do I want to keep alive? Like, D.Va's fairly topped right now. She's like 450. And Zarya's high charge. And she is legit 1 bar. Like, look at her HP. And yeah, it actually went to like 15 or something. So if I didn't switch the Harmony in time, like 2 seconds before, she would die right now. She would take this chip damage, probably from Lucio or something, and she would die. So that was a clutch switch to keep the Zarya going. Because she's gonna survive this. Yeah, she took another bit damage. Yeah, but then
rain
they
behind us,
in.
rain behind.
So they just responded with ultimates, but it's fine because we still have control of the point. And yeah, now that I see Zarya's moving back, D.Va, Lucio, Rain died. I guess I could have started retreating a bit quicker. A clutch save by the break, both with the shield and the armor pack, because I would die to the enemies then. Because yeah, that was the price. I was too late to retreat. And normally I would die, but I had my teammates backing me up. Huge play by the Brigade. But it's fine, like just the last fight, at the beginning of the last fight pretty much, I used Transcendence and I sit at 70. That's what Goats is all about, it's just huge bodies in front of you that you can shoot. I took the health pack, I was 196 for HP lacking, but you want to be top.
I have trans.
You know, how many times you are left with 2 or 3 or even 1 HP? I mean, not often, but it happens. But you always wanna be topped. Okay, so let's see how this fight plays out.
Rain discard, okay.
Alright, I mean this is pretty straightforward. This is also kind of a sloppy Harmony play. I should have had the Harmony on Rain. And now I wanted to give him now, but then the D.Va bomb comes in and I have to take cover. And by the time I come back, he's already like stunned and I don't know. Everybody's shooting him. Like, look at him. This is just sad. I mean, I don't think it would make a difference again, but he was the one taking the bulk of the damage, so you always want to have harmony on that person.
Rain discard? Okay.
Okay, now as I see that the fight is over because everyone's shattered, this is a full reset, full retreat all the way back to spawn. You don't wanna do a half-assed retreat when you just kind of retreat, and let's say I just stop here. You don't want to do that, because if they push in with Lucio, and it happens in Goats, they just push your spawn sometimes. And if I would be late to die, that's awful. So you just want to secure yourself and just go all the way back to spawn.
We don't have deep up near it. I think we just do a dry grab and bait out ultimates, so we can always recontest harder with Zen and the Brig ulti. Not there yet. Still squirting D.Va.
Alright, I have the trans charged, so there's not really much value from poking them like this, but this is still just hoping you maybe get a squishy or something. Maybe, you know, some orbs are gonna reach Lucio or Zen, and they're gonna get damage from a fire strike or something, and you can just finish the kill off. So yeah, just putting the pressure basically. Okay, seeing the D.Va commit to the high ground, she used her boosters.
She's discarded. She's pretty low.
Yeah, there
Nice.
you go.
Zen discard, Zen discard. Zen low, left side, left side. And baby D.Va, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, this fight is pretty much over. Let's see what happened. So the D.Va fed. I even specifically moved back so I can get a better sightline on her so I can get the shots in.
She's discarded. She's pretty low.
This was
Nice.
a feed. Okay, I rejoined the fight. I put the harmony on Rain, as it should be. Alright. And the Rain just went in with the shift, which is a mistake in this sort of composition. A lot of people critical. I wanted to actually give the harmony to Zarya, but I missed. She's high charged, so obviously I want to keep her alive.
Zen discard, Zen discard.
This is again a mistake on my part. Because we kind of we killed the Rain, we have the advantage, push in, even though we don't have Brig and D.Va mech anymore, but we killed both of their supports. So we pushing in, and I see Zen making a bad play, which is he didn't rotate with his team after the fight. He just rotated like the opposite side. And this is also a common theme that I've seen a lot in just Zenyatta's. And they all also do that, like after trans or after like messy big fights, they would just rotate in a totally different direction than their team. Like your team is rotating left and you're rotating right, and this is a terrible play because you have no mobility. You can't really enjoy the D.Va matrix unless she goes all the way to help you. And what the enemy team will do, they will drive a wedge between you. Like your team is here, here's the other team, and there's the Zen. There is no way you can help the Zen. And it's such an easy kill, and I got excited here because I was like, okay, this Zen is clearly feeding, and even though he has armor pack, we can easily kill him because he just separated himself from the team. But our Rain took a lot of damage, and I still don't have the harmony on him because I want to top the high charge Zarya, who's here.
Discard, Zen discard.
And Rain gets pushed pretty hard by D.Va, and again I still don't heal the Rain, who's just getting poked from like face range by a very low D.Va. So, but I'm so hyped about killing this Zen that I ignore all that's happening here, and I could actually both heal the Rain and prevent him from dying to D.Va, and just shoot 2 orbs at D.Va and demech her. I don't do any of these things, instead just shooting at Zen because he's just so horribly out of position. But our Rain pays the price. Okay, we demag the D.Va, but I guess he's gonna die from Zarya.
Zen low, left side, left side.
Unlucky play. I still, like, now after we lost the Rain, because I misplayed and I realized that I misplayed, I really want to secure this Zen so he doesn't get away with this. And we do. Like, did you see how easy it was? Like, D.Va just boosts into him and just obliterates him because he has zero support. Like, okay, he, like, half his team is dead, and that's a different story. But even if his team was alive,
And baby
he
D.Va
wouldn't
and Rain
last
coming
long.
in. Can we push the Rain? I have Trans in 30.
Alright, so again, they have 80, so they pretty much just want to fight away from winning. And I realized that again, our win condition is me building Transcend time. They're gonna attack soon, and I'm gonna have to find enough damage and enough shots to get my trends up. It helps that in Goats, like, someone always damaged at least a bit. Like, you always take some sort of poke, either from Zarya bombs or from Fire Strike or from Zenyatta orb. So someone's always, like this Rain, like he's always missing like 50 HP or something. And if you rotate your Harmony often enough, you can have the uptime going all the time, which boosts your charge rate pretty heftily.
I have Trans.
And there you go, the Trans ready. I did my part.
Get Zarya Discord, nice.
Okay, the Rhine makes a desperation attempt. And look how easy it is when somebody gets separated. You just collapse with everybody on one person. And even though our Rain was in trouble for a very brief second, they have no follow-up. And we have all the support in the world. And all the damage to just tip the, like, to just totally flip the situation. Alright, see that this was a very good play because we were already like 90 or maybe like 80 something, and they staggering, like someone died, someone respawned, right? This is a very good idea to push into them and even force some early ultimates like Transcendence to just, because they're using it now to just stabilize so nobody staggers even more. So they basically use their Transcendence in spawn. They don't use it to even attempt to capture the point. They just use it to stabilize. And as I see our Rain going critical and having Transcendence, this is the time to use it. You don't want to hold it because it's already, the game's about to end. And if my Reinhardt dies right now, and I have Transcendent, that's awful. That's my mistake.
I got you.
Okay. Lucio got pinned, unlucky. But their Rain is separated.
Rain Discord.
And I can just freely push into him because I know he just has to drop on point to contest.
Rain low. Zen Discord. Oh, damn it.
Yep.
Oh, Zen's one.
Yeah, and I lost this fight because I had to reload, like when the D.Va bomb.
Okay.
I don't need this much. Okay, when
Zen
the D.Va
Discord?
bomb came in. Oh, wait, where is it?
Rain low.
I shouldn't been charging the shot right now because I won't really be able to shoot at anybody anyway because I'm just waiting the D.Va bomb out. I should have reloaded. This was just lack of recognition when it comes to where's my ammo at. Because I'm at 5 ammo, that's not enough. And yeah, now I have to 1v1 a Zen while having to reload.
Oh, damn it.
Like, obviously, I try to take cover as quick as possible. And yeah, and this is also a little trick. Anytime you release the charged shot, like, as it leaves your hands, you can already start moving to cover.
Oh, Zen's one top.
They almost got him. Good enough. Like he
Nice,
was
good.
300 HP with armor, so.
Good job.
Ooh, I almost have 9k healing.
Yeah. So, and you know these stats are pretty crazy, but this is what you can achieve in goats. Like I think the bottom line, what you want to get every game, every like round consistently, is somewhere around 10k healing per 10 minutes, because of just everybody needs healing all the time, and your transcendence are gonna be huge because you have 3 tanks that are gonna be low probably. So you wanna aim at least 10k damage and somewhere near 10k healing, sorry, or above, and somewhere around 10k damage if you play against the goats or you know a variation of it, because again there's just huge bodies everywhere. It's just impossible to miss. You just shoot into enemy team and you're always hitting somebody. So you want to be around 10k per 10 minutes, both healing and damage. Obviously healing should be a bit more higher, but if you can get like 8k damage or 9k with 11 or 12k healing, that is perfectly fine. But the bottom line is you don't want to die by yourself. Like the only time the Zenyatta dies in this sort of composition is when your whole team dies. That's when you die. Anything else is a misplay.
Holy shit.
I'm on 3k.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
That's okay. Just play usually. Yeah, we just take control of the central drum here. Go can't contest it from up top. They go right side. We can probably just spam them out. Right side. Okay.
All right, let's see what happens.
In this corner, we have correct positioning. No self bubble. I'm bubbling. Force team bubble. No team bubble. Okay, play chill.
Zarya Discord?
Focus on right. Okay, play chill.
D.Va Discord, D.Va low, D.Va low.
Yeah, I have rush on the Ana Rhyme soon.
Help Toma.
Okay, still focus.
Lucio low, Lucio low.
Okay, D.Va on me. Happy going 5. Okay, go for front line. Sorry, I have Rhymes behind us.
Ana low, Ana low. Zen low, Zen low.
Run low. Happy to be back line.
Nice, good.
Alrighty.
I have tried.
All right, let's see how it played out. So first off, as we come in,
Right side.
all right, so we know the right side, and I'm comfortable just staying here. I have wall right next to me. The distance between both of our teams, between me and the enemy team, is huge. So again, the only character that threatens me is the enemy Zenyatta.
In this corner, we have correct positioning. No self bubble.
Okay, moving a bit closer. Sorry. And look, I have the pillar. You know, I spam from this area. I have the pillar here. I have a wonderful view on the whole fight, on everyone on my team, on everyone on the enemy team. And if I get hit just once, I'm gonna move like here, so the pillar obscures me.
Force team bubble. No team bubble. Okay, play chill.
Zarya Discord?
Focus on right. Okay, play
Yeah, just using heal, just topping whoever needs the heals. It's especially with like Brigitte, like, okay, now she's purple, but you have to be mindful about Brigitte when you play in the Zen Goats, because if she doesn't have her passive going, the only healing is from Lucio if you don't heal her yourself. The only healing comes from Lucio, and if he doesn't have amp, that's not a lot of healing the Brigitte receives. So you want to help your Brigitte and accelerate that healing and topping her off fairly quickly with Harmony.
D.Va Discord, D.Va low, D.Va low.
Again, a bit sloppy. I mean, sure, Brigitte took damage now, but I should have been healing the Reinhardt right now.
Help Toma.
Yeah, a bit too late.
Lucio low, Lucio low.
Alright, but you see, they killed our Rain, and they immediately... Wait, what? And they immediately push in. and I kind of start moving back as a response. Again, I'm looking for my Zarya. I missed the harmony on Zarya and I put it on Lucio, but I immediately, as I move behind cover, I'm gonna still switch the harmony to Zarya because she really needs it. She's high charge, and I want to keep her alive because she's our primary damage dealer right now.
Analo.
And there you go. And I see the rain charged in somewhere for some reason. Zarya like moved right into everybody, and their supports were left without protection. So our brigade moves in very nicely, and I want to facilitate her, like the damage she does and everything. I want to quicken this process.
Analo. Zen low.
So
Zen
I'm
low.
gonna discord the Zen. And yeah, first I discorded Diana, I think. Yeah, there we go. Anna discorded, she takes a hit, and you know, it's like an easy cleanup for Brigade, and now it's moving on to Zen.
Oh, Zen low, Zen low.
And there you go. Even though we already kind of secured the fight, taking both of their supports like that, it's huge. It's just pretty much guarantees that we're gonna win it.
Nice, good. I have trans.
Yeah, and this is way better than the last round. After the first fight, no, almost Transcendence ready. Like it's pretty much ready. Okay, so now we push up it, get some damage in. Maybe we can get a lucky pick. All right.
Interesting.
Okay, so a small little thing. Like I took cover to reload.
Interesting.
And as I still don't know whether they come in this way or main, I'm just looking. No, yes. You see, like I'm not tunnel visioning just one area, being convinced that okay, they're gonna come main. You always want to check different angles where the enemy can come from. You just want to have this overview of the fight. Like obviously this is going to be called out very soon, but you just don't want to be tunnel visioning. This is just a general tip for even when you play solo queue and competitive. You always want to keep an eye on every angle possible. Alright, so knowing they come in right, I immediately want to go back to my lovely pillar and create separation between the enemy team and myself.
Rain discard.
I'm still fairly close because I know they might grab or do some nasty thing like this. So I want to be close so my Transcendence is gonna... The value of my Transcendence is gonna be immediate. It's not like I'm gonna have to travel like 40 meters to get there. I'm gonna be there already, right? So I'm still safe, but I'm still kind of close.
Kill him. Help Zarya.
Alright. Another fight secured. We had to use ultimates though. Nothing really groundbreaking here, just the separation here, having some
Rain
distance.
discard.
Now as he gets nanoed and gets shattered, very good shatter. Like we grabbed, but that doesn't matter. Like they don't really have follow-up. D.Va is pressuring their supports and matrixing probably whatever comes from the Zen, Lucio, and Ana and stuff. So the only one dealing damage in this graph is Zarya, and this is not gonna be enough to kill anybody in this. And the enemy Rain being nanoed, you want to obviously immediately discard him and kill him before he gets up. So I focus him, just...
Kill him.
Yeah, kill him. Okay, yeah, and Lucio used beat, so...
Help Zarya.
There was just no need for the trance. Maybe even no need for the beat, but still. Now D.Va got dangerously low. And yeah. A straightforward fight, but still, we used 3 ultimates. They used 2, so it's fine. It's an okay trade. Okay, and then same thing. We push up, We look for some picks. Okay, and a very interesting thing happened. You push up, right? You shoot some orbs. You want to get a pick. But you know what? It didn't really work out. I just got headshotted by the enemy Zen. And that was without discard, right? So it's 92 damage. And upon receiving this damage, I immediately move back. And look, and there's a fire strike coming in. And D.Va's gonna eat it, but if D.Va doesn't eat it, and I get this fire strike in my face, I'm 8 HP. If Lucio got some chip damage, I would be dead. So this is the thing. Anytime you take damage, whatever damage, I mean, still, because you have to keep in mind, like, Zenyatta does 92 per headshot without discord. So that's 184 2 consecutive headshots without discord. So if you're 16, if you're like 180 HP and you think you're safe, you're not safe. If there is no cover between you, if there is no shield or no matrix in the way, you are in danger of dying. You're just risking dying. Maybe he's charging 2 shots and he's just gonna find your head. And this is what, in general, higher level players, especially support players, do. Anytime they take damage, even if it's not a lot, they just gonna immediately retreat to cover. I was a bit bold actually here, just playing from this area. I might as well be here, which is closer to cover. But yeah, you don't wanna risk it. You know, Overwatch is a game about minimizing risks. And just showing myself like that, or if I didn't take cover quickly enough, that's just an unnecessary risk. Okay. Rain low, rain low, rain low. Okay. D.Va Discord. Rain's flanking right. D.Va on point, D.Va on point. Okay then, let's see what happened. Okay, so I take the damage, I move back. Get some poke in. Alright, they're coming in, easy, moving back with my team, and the D.Va bomb comes in. And I'm purple. So I'm already 72, which is pretty low. The D.Va bomb comes in. I don't really know where it's gonna land. Like, I'm going here to take cover, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna go far enough to kill me. So, and still, I'm already pretty low. They coming in hot, so I'm gonna stabilize with Trends. Rain low, rain low, rain low. Okay. D.Va, and now they used beat, and they are, as the trance ends, they obviously gonna, and they killed break, they're gonna log to push in. You know, this is the prime time for them to push in. So what I do, I immediately move back. You put separation between you and the enemy team, and it's fine. My team is gonna like be the front line, but I don't have to be there, and I shouldn't actually be there. I should move back. Why risk getting like rushed when you can have the same impact, the very same impact from a safe position? Rain's flanking right. Okay, good grab. And look, I see the Zen shooting me, and this was still a bit too long. Like, he hit me once, but let's say this Zen gets lucky, or he is just a prodigy Zen, and he gets like 2-3 consecutive headshots. I'm dead. Like, he managed to shoot 3 shots. This is enough to kill me. Okay, like, still, I still wanted to go for the cover because I had to reload, and you want to reload in cover because you're vulnerable there. And plus, and I'm being shot at by the enemy Zen, so I need cover. That's what you do. You don't stay in the open. They are grabbed, sure, but they can still shoot me. Okay, now as it gets messy, they break out of the Graviton and just rush me with Lucio D.Va. And you know what? It's fine because Lucio sacrificed his life. D.Va is not protecting anybody with the Matrix over there because she's just rushed me, which is fine because my team is able to do some work and the D.Va doesn't protect anybody. D.Va on point, D.Va on point. Well, we're still gonna lose this because just the enemy team had an advantage. But it's still something like I talked to you about. Like the only player that can attack you is D.Va, and she just did. But again, anytime she does that, she doesn't help her own team with her defensive abilities. But it's okay. Early in the fight, early in the previous fight, we used Transcendence. Now I have it at 72. I'm gonna have it at 75 before we regroup.
Okay, I'm gonna have Trans in 25, hopefully before they grab.
And yeah, so again, my goal is to get some damage in. Look for targets that aren't behind the shield. And just, okay, so yeah, I took some damage and I immediately get behind the rock. It's still a bit risky, me being here with 64 HP and shooting. It's still a good angle because I think it's Zarya there and Rain. These are the only two players that see me at the moment and they can't hurt me. So this is still a relatively safe play, even though I'm 64 HP. But this is what you want to do. You want to, if you're like this and you still want to charge your ultimate and get some shots in, you move to a position where like the enemy Zen or enemy Ana doesn't see you. Because if they can see you, they can shoot you, and then they can kill you because you're only 64. So yeah, my goal is to just, and again, I'm moving in. I'm about to get my trance and I'm moving in right now because my regen is kicking in and I want to be there when the graph hits or the shatter hits. I just want to be near my guys so nobody dies before I can get there with trance.
I have Trans, I have Trans.
Okay, they grab, but we just beat, which is fine.
Oh,
and
damn
this is unfortunate.
Can we live through it? Zarya dead. Get Rain, Rain Discord. Ana.
Ana won. This is messy. But it's good. Messi is good for us in this fight.
D.Va Discord. Rain Discord, Rain Discord. Rain low, Rain low, Rain low. Get Zarya. Oh, I'm pinned.
Oh, okay, let's see this long ass fight and what happened here actually. Okay.
I have Trance, I have Trance.
Okay, so the thing that I saw the beat, but this is also obviously about communication. Like we talked a bit before the game when about the situations when we use beat and when we use trance. And you know, when you clear this, when you play in a team, you should have this cleared with your other support player, and you should just be confident and trust your other player. You know, this game is also about trusting your players, your teammates to do the right thing. And yeah, so you know, this is the beat. And I don't trance. And you know, in this I knew the rain has shatter, but there were just so many things happening. You know, there was a grab, there's just explosions, everybody still has the beat kind of visual effect and stuff, and there are 4 players between 3 players between me and Reinhardt, and I just didn't see him trigger the animation.
Oh, damn
but you know, we had rally, which saved us, and yeah, because we had rally, nobody died other than the D.Va mech. But yeah, as we get up, I immediately trance to keep everybody up. They get grabbed.
Zarya dead. Get Rain, Rain Discord.
Okay, now as it's getting messy, Their D.Va is pushing, the Rain's pushing, and I see our Lucio, our Zarya push their supports. Like their Zen is trancing right now to save his tanks, and we sense the opportunity to maybe push for their backline, which is Ana, and maybe secure a kill on a high value target like Ana. Like what she wants to do right now is she wants to get in the range of Transcendence, right? So she's safe. I still see the Zarya here. Like D.Va's right here. So I don't even want to go there because the main fight kinda is happening on the right. And what I sense here I sense an opportunity here with my Zarya. Because we have like two fights happening right now. One is right here, and one is like here in this area. And if we can pressure their supports, okay, I see. Okay, I'm like, okay, this is too much for me. I'm moving left. This is just also just the understanding rotation. Like the enemy team pushes hard into us here. You don't want to stay in that place. You don't want to stay there. You want to move away. You want to rotate. So this is also just rotating. But I see my Zarya pressuring their whole backline by herself, so I want to help her out. I'm coming in to help. I'm giving her the harmony. I'm discarding the target. But all the while this is happening, their tanks get no support because their supports are busy just staying alive. And look what's happening. Their D.Va is 1 HP right now. D.Va discard. She's demacked. Their Rain is 3 bars, and Lucio has to beat. And none of this would happen if they were just free to heal their tanks. But because they had to fend for themselves, their tanks were left on an island, and now they have to use a panic beat to keep the fight alive. All the while, like, look, I tranced when it was 45, I think. It's 67 now, and I'm gonna have trance very soon.
Rain discord.
Because it's such a long fight, and I kept on rotating, and I kept on pumping damage. You know, less than 30% later, I have the trance again to just tip the scales. And because I treat it as a sort of additional trance, like an extra trance, because I didn't die and because I was able to charge it fast, I'm just gonna use it immediately. It's like an extra trance, you know, just to give us an edge, push us over the enemy team. And still, we just need one fight. We just need one fight to win, so yeah. Let's just invest our resources. Get Zarya. And what happens here is just unfortunate, because the enemy Rain, he got booped by the Lucio, and then Zarya? He got the whip shot from Brigitte. Because look where he was. Like, he's here. He was here. I'm perfectly safe from this Reinhardt, and then he gets a crazy boop mid-charge.
Oh, I'm pinned.
Get pinned. This is just unfortunate.
It's okay, it's okay.
Pretty hilarious.
It's winnable.
It's fine, you get this. Alrighty. And the last round on Busan. I don't think their support get much help. Like, Max was on them for like 10 seconds and nobody came to help them. Yeah, but you know, when they occupy, they can't really help the tanks, and then we just destroy their front line. Yeah, so this is basically me reminding, like, noticing stuff, transferring it to the team. Okay, let's see what happens this fight. Zen dead? There's a wall. You walled. Rain discord. Zarya discord. No bubble. Okay, let's see. We move in, we see them. They have Mei, which is a popular pick here. And so my job right here is I wanna just exert pressure in this blob. Just shoot at the blob. And as you shoot at them, you wanna keep the, you know, the kind of aiming techniques that you should always do, which is aim at the head level. And because, you know, you're just casually spamming the enemy team. And when your shots come through, they're gonna be headshots. And this is great. And look, they dropped the shield for a second. And or the matrix or whatever, everything. They dropped everything for a second. My shots come through. And I was lucky enough to get the Zen twice. He was already a bit damaged apparently because he wasn't discorded. So, you know, he probably took some damage from like Lucio or maybe a Zarya bomb or whatever. This is what I was talking about earlier. You take some chip damage and then the enemy Zen gets 2 consecutive headshots on you and you're dead. And all of a sudden it's a huge advantage for the team that secured the kill. And also, another thing I want to talk about, like when I play Zen and the enemy team also runs Zen Goats, this is the soft target. Like I soft target the enemy Zen, like soft focus him. Like it's not like I'm going hard focus on the enemy Zen. It's just I kinda wanna kill him. But you know, I'm not gonna get out of my way to kill him. And the reason why is because like this is our matchup, right? Me versus him. And it's just has to do about the ultimate in the end. Because if I can kill him early in the fight and I can stay alive throughout the whole fight, our ult charge is just gonna be in an entirely different place. Like he's gonna be 20, I'm gonna be 60 or 70 even. You know what I mean? So this is, as a Zenyatta player, I wanna limit as much as possible the impact of the enemy Zen. And obviously the way to do it is to kill him. And the way to kill him is just kinda like soft focus him, you know, soft target him. Like sure, I'm spamming these squishes in the back, but I kinda spamming the Zen specifically.
Zen dead. There's a wall. You wall.
Okay, there's a wall. Nothing you can do about it. But still, you know, we're pushing pretty well. D.Va is zoning somebody out. Their Rain is kinda deep. Our Lucio is booping him into us, which separates him from the team even more, which means
Rain
we can
discard?
secure the kill. He's very low. And yeah, now you know they don't have Rain. Lucio also killed Brigitte, so huge plays by Lucio. So they don't have a Zen, they don't have Brigitte, they don't have Rain. And we don't have Rain and we don't have D.Va mech, but still, they don't have the bulk of their team.
Zarya discard. No bubble.
And just clean them up. So with the Zarya thing, like okay, in this situation,
Rain
it's
discard?
really obvious because she's one of the 2 heroes that left standing. So obviously we want to push her.
Zarya discard.
The bubble, again, addressing the bubble. Like in Goats, Zaryas are gonna be maximum charge. It's just so easy to find charge. You shouldn't really be worried about not shooting the bubble. And conversely, what you want to do is you want to overload the bubble so it breaks early. Because if it breaks early, it doesn't protect anybody anymore. Like if you just leave bubble alone, you give in 2 seconds of invulnerability to whoever's bubbled. You don't want to do that. You want to get the bubble out of the way as quickly as possible and then kill the target. Because usually bubbles are used, especially the projected one, it's used to save somebody who's in a bad position. And these 2 seconds of protection may be enough for that person to retreat, get healed, and you know, kinda get back in the fight. If you overload it early, you still give yourself a window to finish that person off. And sure, Zarya is gonna get charged, but to be honest, she's gonna get charged anyway. With all the damage flying, all the spam, and Reinhardt swings and stuff, it's so easy to get 40 charge out of one bubble that
No bubble.
my advice is just break it and kill the target. Forehead.
My own point.
Alright, and
Zen
we
top right,
see
top right,
the
top right.
Zen, we're gonna push him. And because there we go, he was too late with the escape. He lingered too much. Like, you have to calculate this. If Lucio speed boosts the entire team into you, into the slow ass Zenyatta, we gonna catch him. He should have escaped earlier. And look, and now
Got
he
him.
makes another mistake. Look.
Top right.
Okay, so he's escaping, right? And we kind of gonna learn on his mistakes. And look where he was. He was here. Why did he make this sort of movement while escaping? Like, he knows we pushing in and he's moving like this. He should have just go like this. That would be way quicker and he would be behind cover already here. So here, that's the safe area for him. And he would reach it by the time, like, if he went like this, he would be here instead of here. And now because he has zero protect, like he's in wide open area and no protection in front of him, I lead my shots with the charge shot, because obviously, you know, another neat little trick, I mean, that's pretty obvious, but still gonna say it anyway. Like, because he makes a beeline for cover, there will be no deviation in his movement pattern. He will just be going straight to cover, which is so predictable that you can just easily, when he's here, you can easily aim in this area, because that's where he's gonna be, and that's where your orbs are gonna be. So I get him to this much HP, and then I follow it up with one more shot, and this is enough to kill him. And this is, look what's happening again. This is tragic for the enemy Zen. I'm 70. He died early in the first fight. And right here, this is actually a stagger, because he just respawned. His team is still respawning, and we kill him again. So his ultimate charge is at what? 20? 30 at best. 30 at best. And I'm 70.
Got him.
Huge difference. But this is just, he makes mistakes. Like, okay, the first pick was kind of random, and you can't really like count on it. But this play, this was a terrible mistake. And you can't expect to play like this and get away with it. No, not at this level. Okay, so they coming in, and look, I immediately stick to cover. This is my friendly cover. I'm gonna play from this area. But again, look what's gonna happen. I'm gonna spoil you, because I have already 83 on the trains, and I know the enemy Zen is way behind. We have like an extra Transcendence, and because of this, I'm gonna be very liberal to use it. I'm just gonna use it, because why not? By the time the enemy Zen has his Transcendence, I'm gonna have another one.
Zarya, Zarya, half. I can trans this. Oh,
Okay.
Toma, what the hell?
What the hell? And there you go, clean, easy fight. And I can't trans this. I didn't really wanna. I mean, I was still open to trans it and very like eager to do it. But if nobody got really damaged or critical, I wouldn't trans. But because I saw my rain going really low.
This?
Yeah, there we go. He's right here. Because it's really low, I'm just gonna be no. We're not losing this fight because there are no picks yet, and our rain is already critical. And I have trans. Why would we risk losing this fight? And okay, yeah, a quick little thing again. I went in with the trance, and I was behind the Reinhardt shield, and my rain was in front of the enemy shield. And look, he's still dropping in HP. He's not getting healed, because yes, a reminder: rain shield and shields in general, they block the healing from Transcendence. So what I immediately do upon realizing this, I immediately move back to give him the heals. Yeah, I actually got pushed, so yeah. But still, I was moving back.
Oh, Toma, what the hell?
Okay, no staggers, so we just move back. And now, because look, they pushed, it's gonna be 50%, right? They pushed through this and this area twice, and it failed pretty miserably. You can anticipate by this time they're gonna change their approach, and I anticipate them going from below. So I don't really join my team there. I already kind of prime myself for a reposition to adjust to when the enemy is going to be here. Because even if they still here or here, I'm still going to be like in this area over here on the right side, and I can still help my team no problem. I can still, you know, throw harmony, discord, I can still shoot people, spam, even when I'm right here. So yeah. Moving for a reposition, but I still anticipating them coming from below. And yeah, there we go.
Rain Discord on point.
What the hell? Very weird. Oh.
Zen Discord, right.
From May. It's a messy fight. We kind of all over the place. Like Rain's here, Zarya here, D.Va is right here, Lucio's over there, Briggs here, and I'm on up top. Weird fight for us. Like we take in multiple angles, sure, but you know this is not really what Goats is about. You should be, you know, rolling as a unit, absolute unit.
Zarya Discord. Zarya 1.
Unlucky. A lot of players went really low this fight on the enemy team. We just weren't able to secure the kills. And they used trends, so... Okay. You know, and my goal is, right here, is, okay, I'm 15 now.
Zarya Discord. Zarya 1.
And right here, I know, because the enemy Zen is trancing, I know this fight is over. We lost it. I'm at 33 and my goal is, okay, let's get it to 50 before we start retreating.
Okay.
I still have to reload. Some shots. I have 50 and I immediately move back. I think, and look, I don't make this weird ass.
Okay.
Come on. I don't go like this. I stick to this wall. It's both quicker and safer. I look what's happening to my teammates. Looking back. But still, I'm gonna go all the way back to spawn. No half-assed regroups. All the way back to spawn. Alright. Okay, dodging the fire strike. Okay, and look at this. Because this is... You want to avoid just random spam damage like this. I see the fire strike, I immediately move left side to avoid it. Okay, it's over. I move in. I see the Zen with 5 ARPs charged, and I'm not getting in like a shooting contest with him. If he unloads it right into me, even though I have armor, if these are headshots, I'm gonna die. I have to move away from this. I see him, I immediately move left to take cover. Again, minimizing risks. Why would I risk it? Why would I risk getting shot like this? You see a dangerous situation, you take cover. It's as simple as that.
Zarya Discord. Oh.
Unlucky Maywell. Happens.
Rain Discord.
Huge. Okay, this is just a nice clean push. But also a few things again. Wait. Maybe we wanted to fake it here. Ah, no, the Zen was already okay. I mean, not really much to talk about.
Zarya Discord.
Just aggressive push.
Rain Discord.
Yeah, you know, people shouting rain. You know, you just react to what's happening in the fight. This is the target that we all focus, so we all focus it. It's also as easy as that. You don't shoot someone else. We want to kill a certain character, we just shoot him. Zen? Zen kind of staggering himself.
Yeah,
this is a bad round for the Zenyatta. He's not playing well this round. Alright, coming in and but look, even when I'm coming in, like even in previous, I didn't really mention it before, but as I go in or take position, and there's no immediate cover, like hard cover, solid cover on my sides, I always also want to use the bodies of my tanks as cover. Like, even if there's no shield, even if Reinhardt drops his shield, I still want to put like Rain in front of me, like his body, so when somebody shoots in my direction, Rain is gonna get hit, like his body is gonna get hit and not me. Same with D.Va, you know, big targets, use them. When there's lack of solid cover, just use them as cover, their bodies, you know, they're tanks, they can tank it. You know, look, there's still D.Va. I don't see what I'm shooting at. There's D.Va in front of me. There's Reinhardt in front of me. But you know the angles enough, or at least you should. You know the angles and the positions, and like the sight lines where you should shoot to get hits. You don't need to see them even. And yeah, this was also barely visible, but there. Yeah, and there were the shots. The Zen flashed for a second again. Like, look, I'm spamming. And, oh man, there's a fire strike. Oh, there we go. There's the enemy Zen with the 5 orbs charged again. And I'm gonna see it, I'm immediately moving right. I don't want to risk taking these. I move back, and here are the Zen shots. Wait, this is a Mei shot, but the Zen shots also were there. So again, it's similar situation from like 2 minutes ago, where he just wanted to get a cheeky little angle, cheeky little like sightline, but you just deny it by moving into cover. Made the score? Huge. Break Discord, break Discord. Okay, nice, just a cleanup. But look, you know what? You know what I also want to talk about before we wrap this up? Look at this approach. Like early in this round, they also went left-hand side. And look at what I'm doing. This is basically a carbon copy of what I did the previous attack. You realize they move in left? And what I'm gonna move the exact same kind of movement pattern behind this cover. And I'm gonna play from this cover. The Mei walls again, this area. And then she doesn't have a wall, we move in. She overextended, she got punished. Like, what I'm getting at here is Overwatch is a very, like, how should I put this? Is a very predictable game in the end. There are a set number of moves that the enemy team can do and that your team can do. And within this frame, you just want to minimize the risks. And you want to respond properly to the enemy play. And just like here, they're not coming through this area, they come in through there. So I'm gonna reposition, but I'm not gonna reposition here or just go all the way back there alone. I'm gonna reposition here when there's solid cover and there's 4 characters, 4 heroes on my team that create this natural barrier that the enemy team can't move through. So by staying here, I have sight lines. I have all the sight lines in the world while being safe. And this is the proper response, and this is what I'm talking about. In Overwatch as a game, Zarya grabs, you use trance or beat. The enemy team moves left, you move right. You know, it's like a binary kind of thing. You know, for every action, there is an appropriate reaction. And if you know how to respond and what to do, it just becomes a really predictable game. Made the score? Huge. So that's all there is. You just want to break the appropriate response. And you know, there you go. We went in. The Rain is moving back because they lost their Mei. Their Brink is scrambling. She's discarded, but she cannot drop her shield. So she, you know, her movement is slowed. And we just push her. And it's just cleanup.
Nice.
Well, so yeah. Unlucky that the game
Good job.
recorded was just so silent. But yeah, just want to quickly talk about the stats because this is what I was talking about. Like, the healing numbers and the damage numbers. 14-minute game, almost 14k damage and 70k healing. This is, not necessarily, these sort of values, but you should aim like 8 or 9k per 10 minutes and like 11, 12k healing per 10 minutes. This is what is perfectly achievable with Zen if you just play it safe, play it within the frame of how goats work, which is basically you're safe all the time. You pump damage all the time and you heal all the time. And anytime a big enemy push is coming with ultimates, you use your Transcendence to save everybody. And it's just, Zen can have huge numbers like this because of how Goats operates. Alright, I think that's gonna be it. I hope I didn't really forget about anything because I had this, I even made notes, but in the end I didn't use them. But I hope I kinda talked about everything I wanted to, and hopefully this is gonna be even remotely helpful to you guys. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time.